Well, hello and welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
You just played Heaven. That's your latest single release. It's gonna be a new #1 for you now.
Thank you. Hope so.
You believe it yourself?
I hope so.
Your last record before this one, People Gotta Be Free. Well, you put a lot of yourself into that, didn't you?
Yes, very much so.
You're young people. You belong to new young generation. Do you feel that through your music you're expressing our generation's views?
Yes, we feel that we have a little responsibility in expressing our views to the people, and so that's what we do in some of our music. Not all of it, just some of it. We tell them what we think should be in a world.
Do you find any difference on American and European youth? Are Americans more responsive, for instance?
No, I think that the European audiences enjoy music more than, image. They are here to listen to you. Is more appreciative of the music.
Situation in the United States now, to us Europeans, it seems pretty bad. Is it as bad as believe? I mean, generation gaps and militant groups and all that.
Yeah, there's these things, but I mean, like, you don't have to go on every street and see these things. You have to look for them. They're not all over the place. They're there. They're all over the place, but not, so common in everyday places. A little bit of everything. It's it's still a good country. It has to change. And it's changing more rapidly than a lot of people thought.
That's what the problem is. The youth, they're being educated now, and they see things differently. They're less physical. They're more head.
Felix, you've written something for the sleeve on Once Upon a Dream, your album. You say that the dream of mankind is peace on earth and goodwill toward men. Do you think our generation can fulfill this dream?
Well, we're going to be a lot closer than the past few. I don't know if we can ever really get to that, because after all, this is Earth. Yeah. But we can do more than other generations through an understanding, getting to the moon and seeing how small we really are.
Using music as a kind of international language, then.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I believe it's the current salvation. I believe it's international. It knows no limits or boundaries. It's in any language.
The group, the Rascals, was once called the Young Rascals. Why did you skip young? I mean,
look at us.
Young. That's a big word for commercialism, for selling, isn't it?
No, we felt like a change in our career coming, change in our mental attitudes, a change in our outlooks. So we chopped it right out.
You're going to call yourself the Old Rascals in a few years.
He's still a child, a mere child.
Yeah. 21, is it?
No, 23 now.
Oh.
That's why we're getting older.
Yeah, you've been around for a long time.
Yes. Watch it.
But why? I mean, there's been the different situations with psychedelic music, with soul music, and you survived through all this.
Well, see, we were always taught that to be a musician, you have to play all of these different types of music, not one type of music. So we play all of these different types. And I guess this is why.
What kind of music you prefer?
Well, each of us have different opinions on this, see?
What's your opinion?
I like blues. I like ballads.
Reds and orange.
Blues, reds, little orange.
Nobody plays green.
Knock it off.
All right. Somebody says that the words to People Gotta Be Free was written the night Senator Kennedy was killed. Is that true?
They were written the next week, not the night. The night was kind of a shock to us all. That was the inspiration, I believe, for it.
Do you think that do the white people react to that song the same way as the black people in America?
Yes. Yes, but the black people feel more like happy about it. The white people, they agree with it, but still it's more a part of the black man's life.
Do you play dates in the South, I believe, in America?
Anywhere.
What about segregated audiences? Is it now?
We don't play to segregated audiences. We play to everyone, everywhere.
Does it exist, segregated?
It's still in some places, but it's very secret type of thing. It's not like in the young. The young don't have this. The older people, they have these kind of things. But we won't play, as he said. We won't play to any segregated.
Do you think our generation can make this world a better place for our children then?
Yes,
Definitely.
I think so. I really think so. I think that everybody, we travel so much, and we see the same spirit in all the young people, all over the world. The same ideas, the same freedom, the same peace. So maybe there's more of a chance than in the past.
What about the militant young groups then?
Well, you see, there have to be, because there's militant on the other side. There's people who will not change, so there's people who have to make them change. It's, part of the...
I think that comes as a result of being suppressed and not being able to express yourself. Of course, naturally, you have to create a force, because there's a force holding you down. But I don't believe that they want to live that way. I believe they're forced to live that way.
Anytime there's a change, it's usually violent. And this doesn't mean that we would like it to be that way. This is the way it is. We have nothing to do with it.
We can just be optimistic about the future then?
We can.
Well, thank you very much, and best of luck to you all.
Thank you very much.